Hello, and welcome to Reality TV News Update, where you'll find the most recent news, entertaining moments, and exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Former Big Brother winner Taylor Hale recently dispelled a persistent Sequester rumor. She made the revelation during a Q&A on her Instagram. The winner of Season 24 polled her followers on June 24th to find out what they wanted to know about the 12 to 14 days the house guests spend alone before moving into the Big Brother house. Hale asked the question to her Instagram followers after she shared her Sequester tips on Threads. She wrote, "Make Sequester sangria, my unsolicited Big Brother Sequester advice. For 3 to 4 days in a row, order fruit for breakfast. Always have coffee for breakfast, and keep all of the sugar packets. 2 to 3 days prior to the 4th of July. Save and wash out a container from one of your meals and request to daily mini bottles of wine. I preferred the white. Put the 3 ingredients together and chill. Voila! Put sangria away. Enjoy! What else do you want to know about the 12 to 14 days of being alone before the game begins?" Hale used a question box to ask in her Instagram story for official photos, pre-season interviews, meetings with the psychiatric and medical teams, and to remain anonymous to the other house guests. The house guests and alternates are confined to a hotel several weeks prior to the start of the season without access to their phones or other means of communication. The idea that the house guests were given popular seasons of the CBS show to watch to brush up on strategy and gameplay is one of the biggest myths about Sequester. The rumor comes from recruiters telling people who make it to the next round of auditions to watch previous seasons. A fan inquired, "How many seasons do they give you to watch? What media do you watch together?" Hale stated that the rumor that sequestered house guests could watch previous seasons while isolated was untrue. "Let's finally dispel this rumor." She wrote, "You are not given the previous seasons to watch," clapping her hands in between each word. "In the early days of the show, I could see this possibly being true, but this has not been available for years. You are given a small portable DVD player, similar to what you would have had in the early 2000s, and you can watch or listen to a ton of movies, TV shows, and music in huge folders. You can check out 3 at a time." Hale also shared that house guests are allowed to have notepads and word games in Sequester, but cannot take them with them in the game. Users on Reddit responded to the reveal. One person commented, "It took almost 30 seasons to find out this is crazy. The production frequently advises viewers to watch a few seasons during the casting process, which I believe is the source of the confusion. I don't remember which season it was, but I do recall that a few girls on live feeds said they were told to watch Paris on BB28, said another. A third person added, "I guess the show just assumes people would do their homework during the casting process. I do think that. I am aware that we have been informed that at least one season saw players receiving an award. Sincerely, I can see that's not the case for the last 5 or 6 seasons. Certainly at some point, though." A fan commented, "I can see by Taylor's season that it's not a thing." Another person wrote, "I find this extremely difficult to believe, due to the fact that Season 28 premieres in 2 weeks. House guests are likely to hide out soon, although the cast has not yet been made public. There are rumors that there will be returning cast members. Have you heard of this legend? What do you think about it? Comment below with your thoughts." Season 28 premiere of Big Brother, July 9th, 8/7 CBS. What contestants actually go through during the show's pre-game sequester period has long been one of the show's biggest mysteries. Before entering the renowned house, it has long been speculated that future guests will spend their isolation binge-watching classic seasons, learning legendary strategies, and preparing for every possible twist. That rumor has finally been dispelled by Taylor Hale, a former champion of Big Brother 24. Hale dispelled one of the most persistent fan myths in a recent Instagram Q&A by revealing that contestants are not given previous seasons of Big Brother to watch in isolation prior to the game, just a few weeks before the premiere of Big Brother 28. Her remarks provide one of the clearest glimpses into the secret sequestration process to date, a well-established theory. The preparations that take place behind the scenes prior to contestants' official entry into the house fascinate viewers every summer. Before filming begins, future house guests typically spend nearly 2 weeks isolated in hotel rooms. They are unable to communicate with the outside world, access phones, social media, or news. During this time, the goal is to prevent players from interacting before the game starts so that interviews, promotional photos, medical and psychological evaluations can be completed by production. Fans have come up with a plethora of hypotheses regarding the contestants' activities during this time period due to their absence from public life. The most widely circulated rumor is that CBS provides players with access to classic Big Brother seasons on DVD or through streaming services, so that they can refresh their knowledge of the show prior to competing. That simply isn't the case, in the opinion of Hale. Taylor Hale corrects the record. Hale invited fans to ask questions about her own isolation experience prior to Big Brother 24 after posting a humorous Sequester sangria recipe on social media. The query that numerous fans have pondered for years was posed by one follower. What kinds of seasons do they offer to watch? Hale provided an insistent response. During Sequester, she explained, contestants are not given access to previous Big Brother seasons. She instead pointed out that, despite the fact that the rumor may have been accurate many years ago, recent players have not experienced it. Her response sparked immediate discussion throughout the fandom, with many seasoned viewers admitting that they had believed the rumor for years. What actual house guests receive, although contestants don't get strategy lessons through past seasons? Hale revealed they aren't completely without entertainment. She explained that each player gets a portable DVD player and a large selection of movies, television shows, and music that they can borrow when they are alone. While in their hotel rooms, contestants can borrow a limited number of DVDs at once to help them pass the time. During Sequester, notebooks, word games, and puzzles are all permitted, according to Hale. However, once the competition officially begins, none of those items can be brought into the actual Big Brother house. One of the few behind-the-scenes glimpses into a process that production has traditionally kept private was provided to fans by those minute details. The myth's inception. The misconception didn't appear out of nowhere. During the audition process, many former applicants have stated that casting producers encourage serious candidates to watch several previous seasons in order to help applicants comprehend the competition structure. Production frequently suggests memorable games, dominant strategic performances, or more recent seasons. It appears that many fans became confused over time between that advice and what actually takes place during Sequester. Hale thinks that's probably how the misunderstanding got out of hand. Contestants are required to complete their homework well before they ever arrive for filming, as opposed to receiving strategy lessons as soon as they enter the house. Online reactions by fans. Big Brother fans quickly debated the revelation on social media following Hale's remarks. Some admitted to being surprised that the myth had not been dispelled in public for nearly 3 decades. Others argued that the explanation finally made sense, pointing out that contestants frequently mention seasons in casting interviews rather than during Sequester. Some fans remain skeptical, suggesting that production guidelines might have evolved over time or changed depending on the show's era. Regardless, Hale's first-hand account carries significant credibility as someone who experienced the process herself and ultimately won the game. Why Sequester is important. The isolation period prior to the game serves a number of important functions. First, contestants are prevented from secretly forming alliances prior to entering the house. Second, players are unable to learn who else has been cast. Last but not least, it safeguards the competition's integrity by eliminating any outside influences prior to filming. Production has complete control over when relationships officially begin, because contestants spend days with virtually no communication from outside. This means that once the players enter the front door, every alliance, rivalry, and friendship begins naturally for the viewers. Just in time for Season 28, the timing of Hale's remarks is interesting. With Big Brother 28 set to premiere soon, there has been a lot of talk about the new cast. Fans have debated reports that the upcoming season may feature returning players, and have spent weeks analyzing social media activity from former contestants. Even though CBS has not officially confirmed those rumors, anticipation for the premiere day continues to grow, as a rare peek behind the curtain just as a new group of house guests is likely beginning their own Sequester experience. Hale's Q&A has only fueled preseason discussions. Hale is still trusted. Hale has remained one of the franchise's most esteemed alumni ever since he made history by winning Big Brother 24. She is a reliable source of insight into what goes on behind the scenes thanks to her openness with fans, willingness to discuss production realities, and ongoing involvement with the Big Brother community. Although her most recent revelation does not significantly alter the gameplay, it does provide an answer to one of the fandom's oldest questions. After years of speculation, viewers now know that future house guests aren't spending their final days before the game studying legendary players or memorizing famous competitions. Instead, they're watching movies, listening to music, solving puzzles, and patiently waiting for the moment they step through the iconic front door. One long-standing mystery has officially been solved for Big Brother fans, and Taylor Hale made it clear that the truth was much simpler than the rumor. As anticipation builds for the next season of Big Brother, fans are once again dissecting every rumor, theory, and behind-the-scenes detail they can find. The enigmatic pre-game sequester period, a time when future house guests are isolated from the outside world prior to entering the famous houses. One of the longest-running myths surrounding the reality competition. Before the cameras started rolling, many viewers believed that contestants spent those days studying previous Big Brother seasons, watching legendary gameplay, and preparing strategies. However, former Big Brother 24 winner Taylor Hale has finally dispelled the rumor, giving viewers a rare glimpse into the actual sequester process. Her remarks have sparked discussion throughout the Big Brother community, particularly as anticipation for Big Brother 28 continues to grow. A long-lasting mystery is solved by a fan question during a recent Instagram Q&A. Taylor Hale answered questions from fans about everything from her time on the show to living as one of the franchise's most beloved champions. One of the many questions was one that longtime fans had been asking for a long time. When sequestered, do house guests get to watch previous Big Brother seasons? Hale immediately responded. She says that the answer is no. She explained that contestants are not permitted to watch previous seasons of the show prior to entering the house. While she acknowledged that some fans believe this may have happened many years ago, she said it was not part of her experience during the lead-up to Big Brother 24. One of the biggest myths about the franchise was immediately dispelled by her straightforward response. Why the rumor was believed by fans? The Big Brother community has been aware of the rumor for decades. Every season, contestants disappear from public view shortly before the premiere. They enter sequester, a place away from friends, family, social media, television news, and any communication that could affect the game. Fans have speculated about what transpires during that time period because so little is known. Before entering the house, contestants might have been able to study successful strategies, iconic alliances, and memorable competitions, according to a popular theory. Some people even thought that players were told to watch famous winners to get ready for twists and social gameplay. The remarks made by Taylor Hale make it abundantly clear that this is not how modern sequester functions. What actual contestants do during sequester, Hale said that even though the house guests don't spend their time studying previous seasons, they still have things to do. She explained that contestants are provided with options for entertainment to help them pass the long hours of being alone. Hale says that players get a DVD player and can choose from a selection of movies and TV shows. However, those choices do not include previous Big Brother seasons. While waiting for the game to start, contestants may also have access to journals, books, puzzles, crosswords, and music. Without giving anyone a competitive advantage, these activities help keep players occupied. Those luxuries, on the other hand, vanish once contestants officially move into the Big Brother house. Players are forced to rely solely on social interaction and the competitions themselves, because journals, puzzles, books, and other forms of outside entertainment are no longer available. The goal of sequestration, while the actions of contestants during sequester are frequently the focus of fans, the actual goal is much more practical. Production isolates future house guests to ensure everyone enters the game on equal footing. Contestants can't learn about breaking news, follow fan opinions, or secretly coordinate strategies before the game starts if they don't have phones, internet access, or other means of communication with the outside world. Additionally, sequester prevents players from interacting with one another prior to entering the house. This indicates that once filming begins, the first interactions, alliances, and impressions occur naturally. The procedure enables producers to complete promotional shoots, interviews, wardrobe fittings, medical evaluations, and final preparations while also preserving the competition's integrity. How the rumor might have begun. Additionally, Hale offered a possible explanation for the popularity of the myth. Before appearing in front of the producers, many applicants are encouraged to watch previous seasons during the casting process in order to have a better understanding of the competition's format. Casting directors frequently suggest looking at recent seasons or memorable players. Fans may have misunderstood that advice over time in relation to the actual sequester experience. In fact, contestants are expected to be familiar with the game upon arrival. Production is not teaching anyone Big Brother strategy once sequestration begins. Taylor Hale's revelation is reacted to by fans. Hale's remarks quickly became known throughout the Big Brother community, as was to be expected. Many fans acknowledged being surprised. Some admitted that they had never bothered to question the rumor for years. Hale's explanation, according to some, made perfect sense. Production could unintentionally influence gameplay by selecting which seasons players watched. If contestants had access to previous seasons prior to the game, by keeping everyone away from Big Brother episodes, each contestant avoids receiving last-minute strategic inspiration and instead relies on the knowledge they already possess. Additionally, some longtime viewers suggested that earlier seasons of the show might have dealt with Sequester in a different way, which might explain how the rumor developed over time. Nevertheless, Hale's first-hand account is one of the most transparent contemporary accounts that fans have received. Taylor Hale maintains relationships with followers. Taylor Hale has remained one of the franchise's most recognizable characters ever since she won Big Brother 24 after overcoming early obstacles to win the grand prize. Her victory became one of the show's most famous comeback stories. She has continued to interact with fans via podcasts, live events, interviews, social media, and podcasts ever since. Hale has frequently been willing to answer respectful questions about her experience, rather than concealing production secrets, giving viewers a better understanding of how the reality competition operates behind the scenes. Her most recent admission is yet another illustration of her openness. Just in time for Big Brother 28, Hale's remarks were delivered at the perfect moment. Online discussion continues to be dominated by speculation regarding the upcoming Big Brother 28 cast. Social media has been overrun with rumors about returning players, possible themes, house twists, and production changes, leaving fans eager for any reliable information. Despite the fact that Hale was not directly discussing the upcoming season, her remarks provided a fascinating glimpse into a rarely seen aspect of the game behind the scenes. Understanding what takes place prior to contestants entering the house is almost as fascinating to many fans as watching the competition itself. Putting an end to a myth. There are myths associated with every long-running television show, and Big Brother is no exception. For a number of years, many viewers assume that contestants spent their final days watching iconic seasons and studying iconic gameplay before entering the house. That is not the case, as Taylor Hale has now made clear. Future house guests spend their sequester period relaxing with movies, reading, solving puzzles, listening to music, and mentally preparing for one of television's most demanding social experiments, instead of receiving strategy lessons from old episodes. As viewers get closer to Big Brother 28's premiere, Hale's revelation serves as a reminder that the reality of reality television can sometimes be much simpler than what the rumors portray. One of Big Brother's oldest mysteries has finally been answered by someone who lived it. And Taylor Hale claims that contestants aren't cramming for the game by watching previous seasons. Although speculation will always be a part of the experience, they simply wait until it's time to open the front door and begin the adventure of a lifetime, disconnected from the outside world.